you guys, it is Kim with Creative with Kim, and then Linda's over there too. And today we are going to make a Easter wreath. And so the inspiration is this sign that is so cute. Everybody welcome, or no, bunny kisses and Easter wishes. And then of course we had to get the little bunny to go with it. So that's the inspiration for this. Anyways, we're going to start off with our 14-inch wire frame, and we're going to put pink pipe cleaners on it because we're going to use pink mesh, and I always try to use the same color pipe cleaners as I do my base color mesh. So we're going to put 8 on the inside, 10 on the outside, and they're 4 inches apart. Linda's over there cutting the ribbon for it right now. So we got one, oops, that's weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And usually I do all this before I start doing these, but I've had so many people ask me questions about putting these on here, so I figured we'd just do it from start to finish. So I just twist these as tight as I can twist them, and then we're going to measure it 4 inches apart. So 21 to 17. And I'm just using the measurements on my board to get them 4 inches apart. And I twist them really hard. You can almost feel the frame bending, because if you don't twist them really tight, then they'll start moving around on you.
Let's see. Love says, I'm excited to watch you do this. I've tried, but they never turn out right. Yay!
Oh, they'll turn out right. I'll show you from start to finish on them.
Can't make out. Love Morton.
I don't know. It's hard to tell. I need to, I guess, change the color of my mat.
I don't know if it's the mat. Well, maybe it is the mat.
I think it is. Because the words are white in my mat. Of course, it doesn't help that I've used this mat. These mats are...
Bazillion years.
I use these until I almost cut a hole in them. So I don't know if you can see all the lines from all the mesh that I've cut. It's not supposed to look like that. They're supposed to look like these were. So I think that probably has something to do with it. The mat being close to the same color as the words.
Well, the words are kind of translucent, and then the mat being gray, they kind of blend.
Yeah. All right, so one more on the inside. And I apologize for all the nose sniffling because the weather can't make up its mind, so my sinuses are going crazy.
Texas weather, just stick around a minute.
All right, so there's our inside. And then we're going to put 10 on the outside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I always pre-count mine and put them over to the side. That way, if I get to the end and I have one left, I know that my calculations were off somewhere. And with this one, it's got 4 or 5 arm bars. And so I'm just literally going to put one on each section and then put one in between. So I don't even have to measure anything on the outside.
And how many inches apart did you say?
4.
4 inches.
So we're just putting them on the 2 bottom ones on each one of the crossbars. And then we'll come back and put one in between each one of those, and that'll get our 10 on the outside. But if it didn't have 5, because I've used them where they have 3 or 6, then you got to measure them on the outside too. But they're still just 4 inches apart.
Yeah, you might explain the difference in these frames and the other frames that we use, because you can't do the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Where was I?
I don't know. Linda goes crazy sometimes.
Where was I?
Meg, I'm 1 away from 109,000. Well, congratulations, Meg.
Woohoo.
I think I'm at like 10,000 something.
How close are you to Deco? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I'd have to look again. I think a good ways. I look at it and I think, oh, cool. And then I forget the number immediately.
Dang it.
All right. So when we're twisting them on here, we're just twisting them as tight as we can twist them so that we don't want them to move whenever we get them twisted on there. All right. So now we got our 10 on the outside. And this is what it looks like now that we're done with it. And then we're going to use this pink mesh and we're going to make poops. All right, so whenever I go to put my poops on, I pick 2 pipe cleaners that are close together, because when we put our poops in and we come back to the beginning, we're going to just lay it flat to the inside to start our poops on the inside. So that's why we want to pick 2 that are close together. So we just crinkle it up the middle.
There we go. Sometime in this live, we're filtered. Somebody hating on you, Kim?
I guess. We're just going to put it in there and then twist it as tight as we can twist it. And I always add a zip tie just to give it a little extra added security with my trusty zip tie gun. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I do have haters. Who knows? All right, and so then we're going to measure these 9 inches. Oops. And then we're going to come and put it into the next one. And if you measure your poops at 9 inches, you can get 2 poof bases out of 1 roll of mesh.
Please play the song Up Above by Alexander Gibbs. Thank you.
I'm not a DJ.
We don't have music today, sorry.
I do my best to remember to talk and make at the same time. I haven't graduated to music.
But we'll look it up sometime.
And then I just fluff them out as I go. And you always want to make sure that when you're putting these in here that your raw edges are facing down. See, like on this side, it's trying to face up on me, so I'm just going to tuck it down. Crackers, is there not still some in there from the other day?
There probably is. But I got a big old box of 2 different types of crackers.
And pink is my favorite color, so I'm really excited to make this one today. This roll of mesh, sometimes whenever you're doing this, some rolls of mesh cooperate with you and then some do not. This one is not. It tries to get all squirrely on you. It's going crazy. This one side keeps wanting to flip up. And we're just going to go all the way around. Bailey's groceries must be here because my camera on the driveway keeps giving me notifications. Bailey, I think your groceries might be here. Yeah, the pink is pretty, isn't it? I love it. I love pink so much. Everything I have, if it comes in pink, I got it in pink. And if I make anything for myself, I paint it pink. All right, so we're almost done with the bottom, and I'm just fluffing it out as I go. Measuring my 9 inches. I guess with Bailey home, maybe Jasper won't be in here harassing.
Maybe he won't make a cameo today.
Right? He usually tries to make a cameo in every single video I do. And if you don't see him when I'm recording the video, you definitely hear him. Like if I do a voiceover when I'm posting videos, you can hear him meowing in the background. All right, so now that we're back to the beginning, this is the one we started in. I always untwist the pipe cleaner. We're going to put one more poop into the one we started in. And fluff it out. Okay, so then we're just going to take it, making sure that our raw edge is pointing down. This is so sticky. And then we're just going to lay it into the closest one on the inside. Just lay it flat. I always call it jumping it to the middle, but I don't know what else to call it. And then we're going to do the same thing, 9 inches. And I just push everything back out of the way.
Lady Bowen 77 just got the #2 gifter badge. Not sure what that means.
I don't either.
I need to research that.
And then we're going to fluff it out. And I move my mesh around while I'm building it because I want, in the end, for that loop on the inside to be able to cover where the pipe cleaner is on the outside. That way, once we get all of our ribbon and everything on, that covers up where our pipe cleaner is and you don't see any of the mechanics. I love this mesh. It's so pretty and so pink. So you'll notice as we go along, I'm constantly moving stuff around and fluffing stuff out.
So are you going to do ruffles or cruffles?
Ruffles.
Oh, that's what the other mesh is for, huh?
Yeah.
Should I be cutting that?
No, I'm going to cut it so that you can see. And we're just going on the inside all the way around, just like we did on the outside. Fluffing it all around as we go.
Get more hearts.
Thank you for the hearts. And sometimes they don't line up just right to cover it how you want it to be covered. So you just make it do what you want it to do.
Let's see. We got a beautiful.
Thank you. This one side wants to flip up.
Little hearts from Eileen.
Thank you, Eileen. We're almost done with this part. And then we're going to put our ruffles in. I can't wait to use the little bunny. He's so cute.
Oh, cameo time.
Oh, here he comes. The baby boy. He thinks that every single time that I'm in here, come this way just a little bit.
Yeah, he's made a cameo.
That he has to come. And, oh, any of the times that I used to do the, I don't think you can say the other book one on here, but when I was doing those all the time too, every single one of them, Bailey would bring him in here You sweet boy. I don't know if you can hear him purring. Oh, he sneezed on me! Right in the face! You got me right in the face. You better be glad you're cute. He loves to have his ears rubbed. All right, I gotta finish.
I just lost my 27-year-old daughter, and she left me.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. It does mine too. I cannot even imagine. Well, we'll make this one in her honor then. That makes me so sad.
That hurts my heart.
It does mine too.
She's got a heart with hands, as far as her name goes.
Alright, so we're just manipulating the mesh around. And now we're back to where we started. So I'm going to untwist this pipe cleaner. And I'm going to put my final poop in there.
Thank you. Thank you. She would love it. She is buried in my yard.
Oh, wow.
Wow. You must have a big house. Like a ranch.
Yeah, you must have a big yard. All right, so now that we got our last one in here, we're just going to clip this off. And we're going to zip tie this back down to the frame. This colored metallic mesh just sticks to everything. So we've got our zip tie, and we're just going to go back down to the frame. We're just going to go in between where our poofs are and then zip tie this back down to the frame. Get our zip tie gun. I do have a big yard. She is 45 feet away from my house she lived in with me. Oh, well, at least she's close by. I mean, I know it's not the same, but at least you don't have to go far to visit. I just couldn't even imagine. That would be devastating. Okay. So now we've got this big, nice, fluffy pink poof. And then we're going to cut our mesh to put the ribbons in. So this is what our ruffles are going to be made out of. It's real pretty pastel. And so we've got 18 twist ties. So we're going to cut 18 of these at 14 inches. She was your best friend, yeah?
God bless you. Bless your heart.
My daughter is my best friend some days. Not all days, but some days. All right, so I always start off by just cutting a clean edge. And then we're going to cut them at 14 inches. And since I'm cutting them 2 at a time, I'm only going to make 9 cuts. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. And sometimes I get to throwing them around and then it all falls on the floor. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You're going to repost this, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
it'll be in the faster, TikTok.
So Jen, you can watch it when she reposts it to see how they start the mesh.
Yeah, and all right, so we're going to take our same pipe cleaners and we're going to put our ruffles in there. So we're just going to, yeah, see they're falling on the floor already. This is real lightweight mesh. Okay, so I just put it flat on the table and I'm just going to ruffle it straight up the middle. And we're going to put them in the same pipe cleaners that we just used to make our poops with. And then I just ruffle them around until they look how I want them to look. And then we're just going to go around. We're going to do that in all 18 of the pipe cleaners. And when you twist all your stuff in here, you want to get that first twist just as tight as you can get it.
That's cute. Somebody sent you upside down smiley faces.
Oh, cute.
Can't say her name. Tanya Farley.
Yeah.
Cute.
I'm a terrible name pronouncer, so I'm bad at that.
Funny posted it.
And while I'm putting these on, I just move all my other mesh around so that it looks how I want it to look. And I snatch around on these pretty.
Deco Exchange, hey.
Oh, hey, Deco Exchange. I was telling people to go to your website and buy stuff from you yesterday. Do you unite before?
Do you untie?
Before placing the second mesh? I do. You don't have to. But I untwist my pipe cleaners on every single step. When I put my mesh in, whenever I put my ribbon in, you don't have to, but I do. I think maybe it's just preference.
Deco Exchange says all thanks. Hope you have
an affiliate link. No, I don't have an affiliate link. I'm brand new to all this stuff, so I haven't even delved into all that yet.
Yeah, we're kind of new. TikTok thing.
Yeah. I did a bow class here locally, and I bought all my easy bow makers from Deco Exchange for us to use in the bow making class. Because they have them on Amazon, but I think it was a better deal. Oh yeah, I'll have to check it out. Probably a form to fill out, I would imagine, because like Amazon and stuff have them too. Yeah, I just haven't looked at all that stuff yet. I should. I will. It's on my list. I have a 2025 to-do list, and that is definitely on my 2025 to-do list.
What, did you ever get your taxes done last year?
No, not yet. I got till April. Which this year I got smart and did my QuickBooks, so for 2025. So last year will be the last bad year for getting it already.
Let's see, he says the Amazon Deco Exchange. Amazon ones have you have to pay shipping for each bow maker. That's cheaper on the website.
Oh, it must have been because I bought, gosh, I think like 15 or 20 of them. I can't remember now how many I have.
Exchange?
That's where, when we did the bow class last year, last year, and I had all the bow makers. That's where I got them from, was from Deco Exchange.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Amazon ones, you have to pay shipping. Yeah, maybe that's why I ended up getting them from him, because I didn't have to pay shipping on each individual one. Knowing me, it had to have been a better bargain. And I just move everything around as I go. We're just ruffling them up the middle. And I'm bad about getting this out of frame while I'm working. I start working and it slowly inches over this way.
You're doing good.
And then I'll look up to say something and realize it's way over here and snatch it back over.
I'll try to keep you.
Yeah, hey man, move it back over.
Again.
Well, I do it when I ruffle, and then I pull it back.
You got some hearts.
Oh,
Somebody
thank
sent
you.
some loves.
Thank you. I appreciate all the love.
More hearts.
Okay. So now we are done with the bottom, and that one looks all crazy. So now we're done with the bottom, and we're just going to do the same thing on the top. We're just ruffling them up the middle, and if you missed the part, these are cut at 14 inches. Our poofs are 9 inches, and our ruffles are 14. And I just get these all nice and spread out. On the top ones. Because I think since the sign is the shape that it is, I think we'll probably make a bow and have the sign over to the side and then have a big bow on it. I don't know. You never know till you, when you're making a new one, or at least for me, I start off kind of with something in mind, and sometimes it goes that way and sometimes it doesn't. I pulled so much stuff in here because I can't ever decide what I want to use.
Is there anything you want me to be cutting or anything?
I don't think so. If I end up using those blue ferns, we'll have to steam them.
Okay.
But it's just going to depend on what we end up using. Because I do not know.
Oh, those up there.
The same that we used in the garland yesterday. But I don't know if I'm going to use them for sure or not. Because I've got those blue ficuses up there too. That I haven't used yet. I know. The possibilities are endless. Okay. We are almost done with our mesh. And again, while I'm putting it in there, I'm kind of just moving everything around so that there's no like gaps or holes or anywhere that you can see through to the frame. Because I want it to look like nice and full. And we're just twisting them in. Getting that first twist just as tight as we can get it. And since I do untwist mine every time, you'll notice I'm only twisting my mesh once because I know I'm going to come back and untwist it when I put the ribbon in.
Glory says, what kind of mesh do you buy?
Well, the pink I bought wholesale, and I'll probably have it listed in my Etsy shop. But this mesh here I got on Craft Outlet.
And it's kind of like a nylon base, isn't it?
Yeah, the pink is.
Well, the pink is.
And this is a burlap. Just trying to go again. All right, so one more after this one, and then we'll put our ribbons in.
Oh, she's Glory BTG. I get it. Glory B2God.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Love it, love it.
What I meant is the material. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, the pink is just regular pink metallic. It's kind of like a nylon. And then the shorter one is a burlap. It's real thin burlap. And then it's got the metallic stripes in it. The pastel metallic stripes, but it's a burlap. It's got the consistency. I don't know if you've ever bought the burlap mesh from Hobby Lobby, how it's pretty thin. It's got that kind of a feel to it. But then it's got the stripes in it. Okay.
Okay, somebody asked you a question.
How did you use the whole roll of mesh for the puffs?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Tracy.
No, if you make your puffs at 9 inches, you can get 2 poof bases out of one roll. So I started off with a brand new roll of the pink, and there's about that much left after I made this one poof base. And so this should be enough for me to make another one. It'll be just exactly enough. You end up with maybe like that much left on the end of the roll. like just a couple of inches left on the end of the roll on your second one. But we've got bunnies, and then we've got more bunnies.
Lori says, I bought some mesh on Amazon, and every time I cut it, the threads came out.
Is that normal? No, it's not. We've got yellow Easter eggs and plaid. No, it is not. You just need to buy a better quality mesh. And with Amazon, you can't always, I don't know, it's not always coming from Amazon. Sometimes you're buying from third party sellers. And so for me, in my experience, I buy a lot of my stuff wholesale now. But when I first started, I was buying my mesh from places like Craft Outlet, Deco Exchange. There's one more that I couldn't even think of it yesterday. That was because there was three main ones that I was always buying from, and I can't think of what the third one is. But you know that when you buy from those three places, that they've got good quality products. Because I was using a lot of Hobby Lobby stuff, and even some of their ribbons are good, but I don't really like their mesh that much after using the better stuff. So I try to stay with those three.
Some mesh still, no matter what, like that black chicken stuff.
Yeah, you have to heat cut that. But yeah, so I try to stay away from Amazon because you just don't know on the mesh. All right, so these are cut at 14 inches.
Ian Tracy says, love the bunny and sign.
I do too. So these are cut at 14 inches, and I'm just going to line them up, fold them in half. That finds the center. We're going to crinkle it up the middle, and then we're just going to put them in the same pipe cleaners that we put our poofs and our ruffles in. And this time I'm going to twist it like 3 or 4 times. I'm going to clip off my pipe cleaner. And then the little tail that's left there, I'm just going to tuck that back into the wreath.
Some other people's White Bayou and a wreath shop is good.
The wreath shop, that's who I couldn't think of, yes. And then we're just going to spread these out.
Y'all are just so helpful today.
Yes, and make a little W. And so then it looks like that.
Do the ribbons have to be different sizes, says Lori?
Different sizes?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I personally prefer to use the 1.5 inch when I'm making wreaths, and I save my 2.5 inch more for bows and stuff. But some people prefer the 2.5. Sometimes the ribbon I only have in 2.5, so I'll use both sizes. But when I can, I try to use 1.5 on both. But no, it's totally your preference on the size of ribbon that you want to use.
There's a handful, I think, that you do.
Yeah, because the ribbon I wanted to use, that's all I had it in was 2.5. Because I have loads of ribbon, and sometimes I just try not to buy more ribbon, so I try to make do with what I have.
Sharon says, she says, I've been doing Alexander and Company. They have beautiful stuff, and their prices are amazing.
Oh, awesome. I've not ever heard of them, but I'll have to check them out too. So yeah, so whenever you're buying the stuff, just the smaller places that specialize in wreath stuff versus Amazon, Walmart, stuff like that, you're going to get better quality. And personally, for me, I have bought from the wreath shop, from Craft Outlet, from Deco Exchange. I know I'm going to get good quality products from those places. And I've just started listing some of the products in my Etsy shop. So some of them, I haven't listed any of this. Maybe well, I know I have these two in there. But the 2 bunny ones, I just got in, so I haven't got those listed.
Yes, Lori said thank you.
You're welcome. Sharon, I get stuff from there also. The prices are awesome. See, that's awesome.
Being Tracy says, with the poofs, do I have to use 21-inch mesh, or can I use 10-inch too?
The 21-inch mesh covers better, but I've got a couple that, because of the mesh I wanted to use and all I had in was 10, I've used it. So you can use it.
Yeah, you can make it work. You just stuff it with a whole bunch of stuff, and you just don't know the difference.
Yeah. Well, the Texas one is 10-inch mesh, and you can't tell the difference. So no, it's as long as you get your poofs all nice and fluffy, you won't be able to tell the difference.
Well, Glory, I can tell you, you came to the right place for somebody to help you with wreaths. She says, I just started making wreaths.
Oh, you're going to have so much fun. The possibilities are endless. There's so many different themes and colors and just embellishments. Oh my gosh. It's just too much fun.
And Kim will do workshops.
Yeah.
And then she helps a lot of people that way. Being Tracy says, okay, thank you.
I've done a lot of crafts in my life because I've been crafting my whole entire life. And I've done so many different things, and this is by far my favorite. And honestly, the one that's lasted the longest.
What size is the wreath, says Sabrina?
The frame that I started on is 14 inches, but by the time we get done with it, it'll be about 24 inches around.
Lori BTG says, so lovely.
What's the best base you use? They're all pretty much the same. I buy my wreath base, the frames wholesale. But in a pinch, I will use Dollar Tree ones. The Dollar Tree has two different kinds, and some of them are real flat, and where the bars like connect them together, they poke out, and you have to try to bend them or cut them off or whatever. But then they have some, and they're all Dollar Tree ones, and they're the same price. But then some of them are the more raised ones, and they have smooth finish on the bottom of them. So when I do have to resort to Dollar Tree, I try to get the better ones when I can.
Joyce Turner asks, what are the decorations for?
The decorations?
Are you talking about like behind her in the totes?
Oh, if you're talking about the totes behind me, those are my scrap totes. So I have one for each season. I don't know if you can tell. There's like St. Patrick's Day, Easter, Valentine's, Mardi Gras, 4th of July, and further down is the Christmas, the fall, the Halloween. Whenever I make stuff, I don't always use the whole piece of the pick. And so whatever I don't use, my scraps, I put back there. And then whenever I'm building something, I'll dig through my little buckets first to see if there's anything in there I want to use. And then sometimes I'll challenge myself to use nothing but what's in there to try to get my scrap totes emptier. More empty, emptier.
Yeah, good enough. Let's see. Elizabeth says, how often are you live? Missed the beginning and always wanted to see this from beginning to begin. Well, you'll post it.
Well, I'm very inconsistent with it, but something came over me yesterday and I did 3 in a row yesterday. And I don't know how I ended up doing it again today. I'm gonna try to get myself on a schedule. The only bad thing for me is I do have a day job and I have to travel some with my day job. And so sometimes it's not easy to keep a schedule, but I'm gonna try to do at least once a week from here on out. And maybe twice a week. You just never know. You never know what I'm gonna do. But I will try to get on a schedule.
Let's see. Cincy, I think it's Cincy. My Dollar Tree's out of the bases. Where's the cheapest base to order online?
You can get those from Craft Outlet, Deco Exchange, the Wreath Shop, all those kind of places. No, I don't sell the wreath frames. You don't
sell the wreath frames? I'm surprised.
No, because I order them like 10 cases at a time, and I still run out of them, so I hoard them up.
Let's see. Joyce is asking, the one that you're making now, is that for the door?
Yes, it'll go on the door. Oh, well, I mean, you can put it anywhere you want to, but it can go on the door. Some people put them above their fireplaces and stuff.
All right. Why do some people use green faux wreaths?
Green faux wreaths?
Faux as in fake.
I don't know.
It's pretty.
Preference, maybe? I mean, it's all in what your own personal like is. Some people like grapevines, but I'm not a real big fan of grapevines, so I don't make those too often.
Sarah Kramer says, hi. Let's see, and then...
Hi, Sarah.
I can't make out this person's name, but she says, how much is it?
Oh, I don't know. I'm designing this one for the first time today, so after I get it done, I have spreadsheets that I put in all the stuff that I used, and I do sell them for spreadsheets on my Etsy shop. But it's just a calculator where I put in all the stuff I used, and it adds it up for me. Tells me what my Etsy fees are going to be. I deduct for the shipping and stuff, so I'll know after I get my spreadsheet filled out.
Yeah, usually it's anywhere from 98 to 125.
Yeah, in that range. I think there's a couple Mardi Gras ones that might be a little bit more than that, but usually I usually try to keep them, between 98 and about $125.
Linda's asking, where did you get your measure cutting board from?
I either got it from Amazon or off Walmart's website. I can't remember. They both have them. I usually, because I go through them kind of fast, and so just whoever's is cheaper at that time is who I usually order it from. Amazon or Walmart. And it's a 36 by 24. And I use them until I poke holes in them. Well, they're kind of expensive. So I use them until I break them. All right, we only got one more on the outside. And then we'll move to the inside. Oh, this is going to be so cute. I love Easter bunnies.
And bunny butts.
Oh gosh, I'm obsessed with bunny butts. But this one doesn't have a bunny butt in it. What would you use to ship the wreath so they don't get crushed? Depending on how, like if this one is probably going to have a bow on it, so I use 24 by 24 by 8-inch boxes for those. And then the ones that don't have bows, I use 24 by 24 by 7.
Joyce Turner asked if she'd like to buy that one.
Well, you haven't even seen it finished yet. That's a lot of confidence in me right there.
No pressure, Cam, no pressure.
But you can, as soon as I get it finished, it will be listed in my Etsy shop.
Or she can message you.
Yes, but it'll have to go through my Etsy shop so that I can print my shipping label and all. I don't have anything set up on TikTok yet. But the link to my Etsy shop is on my profile page of my TikTok.
Where's the shop at, Joyce asks.
If you click on my profile page on TikTok, the link to it is right up at the top. Okay, that's what we got so far. So now we're going to move to the middle and put all of our ribbon on the inside. And if you couldn't tell it yet already, you will now. Once that I'm getting up, I am wearing my pajamas. And will always be wearing my pajamas when you see me making wreaths. Okay.
Joyce said thank you.
So we're going to do the inside just like we did the outside.
You're welcome, Joyce.
You're welcome, Joyce. Can you guys hear Linda when she's answering? So that I'm not just repeating what she's saying, because I've got my earbud in so that you can hear me better. So I don't know if you guys can hear her while she's talking and answering.
I'm the commentator.
She's the commentator over here. She's watching all the comments. Okay, yes, they can hear you too. Okay, awesome. Good. So now I don't have to repeat everything she says thinking you can't hear.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you for letting us know. Oh, you just said that. See, I'm going to have to remember. Okay, so we're just getting them in on the inside, going all the way around. And I'm untwisting my ties to put them in, but you don't have to. We're doing the same thing, lining them up.
Let's see. Lori is asking how do you combine the ribbons, like the design?
Like when I'm picking it out? When I'm picking the ribbons out? Is that what you're asking? If that is what you're asking.
She says yes.
Okay. So I pick my sign usually first. That's usually my inspiration. And so I will take the sign. On this one in particular, I saw this first on the website that I order from. And I told myself I can't buy new stuff because I have a lot of stuff.
A lot.
So I've put myself on restriction. I'm on t-shirt restriction. I'm on hoodie restriction. I put myself on restrictions when I think I have too many of something. Anyways, so I told myself I couldn't buy anything else, but then I saw this little guy and I was like, oh my God, I love him. and I wasn't going to buy them. But then I saw this, and if you see at the top, it has ears, and at the bottom, it has little feet, so it matches perfect. So he actually was the inspiration, and then to this. So I will literally take my sign outside and hold it up along while I'm looking at the ribbons on my shelves. And I knew I wanted to use this one because when I picked this out and my little bunny out, this matches perfect. So I knew I wanted to use this one, but I'll just hold the sign up on the shelves as I'm walking around the shelves, and I'll pick what I think looks good together, and then I'll bring it inside and start picking out my meshes. But generally, it's the sign. All right, so I'm just going around and I'm twisting. I'm lining my ribbons up, folding them in half to find the center, and then just crinkling it up the middle.
So far, I've done okay on the ribbons.
What do you mean?
Sometimes you have to even them up.
Oh, like these?
Oh, okay, I missed that. I must have been looking down.
All right, and then I'm just folding the little piece that's left of my pipe cleaner down into the wreath where you can't see it. And the reason why I use the same color pipe cleaner as I do as the mesh is so once I get it tucked down in there, because they're both pink, you can't see my pipe cleaner. I mean, if you're really looking at it, you can, but at a glance, you can't see it. Sorry, you guys. I was sick a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago even now, and I still have the lingering cough. All right.
Sending hearts. People are sending hearts to you, Kim.
Thank you.
They're showing some love.
I love the love. I love that other people love doing the same thing I love doing. That's what I love.
I think that's so cute when the hearts go up.
Yeah, I do too. Although I don't really see it. Because by every time I look, there's not any, but I'm only glancing here and there.
Or hearts.
So we're almost done with our ribbon. But we're going to get the rest of these twisted in here. And then we'll hold our sign up to it. I really think I'm going to put a bow on this one. All right. Looks like we got 3 more to go after this. And we're just twisting them in there as tight as we can get them twisted. And then clipping off the stem. Tucking it in. And then fluffing them out. I'm just obsessed with this pink ribbon that matches the little bunny. This one.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you. All right, we got 2 more to go. Unless there's a yellow egg on the floor, I need one more yellow egg.
A yellow egg?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Ribbon.
Yellow egg? Okay.
Is there one on the floor?
I don't see one on the floor.
Okay, just making sure we didn't drop it.
It's my poor counting.
Linda can't count. That's all right. That's why we keep it all in here while we're working. That way we can get another one real fast. Let me make sure I don't have it over here on the floor. Because sometimes I do drop stuff, but I don't.
I got you. I got you. Da-da-da.
Linda gets all my stuff ready for me. She
Yes,
is a blessing.
I cut ribbons. I make poofs. I make cruffles. I make picks.
She makes lots. She cuts, I think, the most. I don't know. You think you cut more ribbon or make more poofs? I think you cut more ribbon.
I think I cut more ribbon.
Yeah, I do too. And at Mardi Gras, I don't know.
Oh,
you might make more picks at Mardi Gras. I have these filigree picks that I use in one of my centerpieces, and when I pull them out of the box, they're all crumpled up. So Linda steams them all and gets them all flat for me and gets them in a container so that they're all nice and good when I'm ready to use them. All right, last one. Here she's fixing to make her cameo. There she is. She tries to hide behind the camera. Oh, she's good. I think that these are the bane of her existence right here.
I make picks.
Lots and lots of them.
She uses a lot of these right here. Horrible. I do not need to be on the internet.
You can be on the internet. She calls it the interwebs. So yeah, I think at Mardi Gras, I think you do more picks than I think picks win over ribbon.
I think you're right. It's funny though that you didn't do much Mardi Gras, wasn't it? Your sister?
It was my sister, yeah.
Mardi Gras blew up.
Yeah, when I first started making wreaths, I didn't really do Mardi Gras because I didn't really think, I thought it was regional, you know, but my sister wanted me to make her one and I did, and I had extra supplies left, so I listed them in my shop, and yeah, it blew up.
If y'all haven't seen her Mardi Gras wreaths and the garland, I'll go to her page.
Yeah, I have the garland. I have a couple of the wreaths listed on my TikTok too. Okay, so this is how we have it so far, and it's just so cute. It's all nice and pastel for spring and Easter. That's beautiful. Thank you. Okay, so then we have our sign. Is the sign over there?
Oh, the sign's right here.
So, okay, so when you get to your sign, you can decide, do you want it to be straight up and down, or do you want it to be over here with the bow? And I think I want it over here with the bow, because I think that'll be super cute.
Yeah, I think it fits a bow.
Yeah. All right, so let's make a bow. Okay, so typically, whenever I make a bow that's going on the wreath, I want to use the same ribbons that I put in there, but then I'll also start off, we're either going to start off with yellow solid or pink solid, just something solid that's going to kind of separate it from the wreath, from it just being swallowed up by the...
Am I going to have to get...
Maybe. Just so that it's not swallowed up by all of it being the same ribbons. So... we can start with pink. That kind of jumps out at us. I think we're going to do the pink because it's brighter. It's going to make the bow stand out just a little bit more. You'll see the separation between the bow and all the other ribbons that are on there. So, we got our bow maker. This is what I got from Deco Exchange. And I like to make big bows for these, so we're going to do 6-inch loops on these. Are you back in the house, Linda? Will you get the Easter eggs in yellow in the 2.5-inch also? Yeah, yellow Easter eggs in 2.5-inch. The wider one. All right, so we're going to do 6-inch tails and 6-inch loops. So you just put it down in there and you twist it so that whenever you fold it back over, you've got the good side still. We're just going to crinkle it and put it in there. And I use my finger to get the measurement for 6 inches. And we're just twisting it. And I think I'm going to do 4 loops. And while I'm building my bows, I kind of go ahead and move everything around to where I want it to be. That way I know how the bow's going to look when it's done. So let's see, that's 2. This is 3. I think it's supposed to get in the 20s. There's something again. I think it's supposed to get in the 20s tonight. All right. So now we've got 4 loops at 6 inches. And I'll keep my fingers right here while I'm manipulating the ribbon around. That way none of my loops, nothing moves. We're just going to cut that at 6 inches. And then I go ahead and move my loops around.
Where do you live?
I'm in Texas.
Northeast Texas.
See, I think the comments come up for you before they come up for me.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, because I don't see that yet. My last comment says it's beautiful from Celia.
Glory asked, where are you located?
I am in Texas. Okay, so once I get them on there, I make sure that my loops are the same size. And they are, so we're good to go. If they're not, you can pull on it a little bit and it'll make this loop longer and that loop shorter.
She says, I'm from South Carolina.
South Carolina. Was South Carolina the one that had the hurricane? Was that was that North Carolina? Oh, okay.
That's Tar Heels.
I'm terrible at geography. All right, so since we started with pink, and then we're going to go to yellow.
Glory's in Florida. We're in Florida, Glory.
Sunshine.
I used to live in Naples.
See, I'm not seeing any of that. Mine just, that's crazy. Oh, wait, there it is, yeah. Oh, uh-oh. I just went to somebody else's. There we go. Oh, yeah, Florida.
Tampa Braden. My best friend's dad lives in Saratoga.
See, I don't know where any of that is. I know where Orlando and Destin, Fort Walton.
Naples is way south. It's kind of like just before the Everglades.
Oh, okay.
She says, we live close to North Carolina where they had the terrible flood.
Oh, okay. Goodness.
Bless your heart. Cindy says, Iowa.
Iowa? Awesome.
Cool.
Is it cold? Are you freezing in Iowa? I don't know. It seems like when we get the super, super, super cold weather, the people who are supposed to get the cold weather don't get it as bad as it's like they sent it to us for just a little bit. Is it cold in Iowa? Because for us, it's supposed to be in the 20s tonight, and we're not built for that in Texas, like at all.
Cam's in
Oklahoma? I was in Oklahoma a few weeks ago.
Cindy says yes.
I do. I love the yellow too. It really pops. And Oklahoma's close to us. Well, depending on what part. We're about an hour and a half away from Broken Bow. All right, so we did 4 loops of this also at 6 inches. And then we're just going to put these, move our loops around to where you've got pink, yellow, pink, yellow.
Oh, Mercy, South Carolina says we're supposed to get 6 to 12 inches of snow on Wednesday.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my word.
We got 20 inches of snow one time the stupid puzzle piece, a couple of years ago. And, I mean, it shut this place down. I'm talking smack about her not being able to drag the puzzle on the TikTok screen, and then I couldn't do it.
Oh, more hearts. Hearts.
Thank you. All right, so then now, do we want plaid? We're going to end off with this one.
Yeah, she says
so let's do.
I bet it'll shut you down.
I bet so. We're just not prepared when stuff like that happens here. Like the city doesn't have any kind of equipment to, clear the roads. I mean, it shuts the town down. All right.
We don't play with snow in Texas.
No.
We just stay inside.
The snow was up to my knees. I just couldn't believe.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It was crazy.
3 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. I don't even remember.
That's when I broke my arm.
Was it when you broke your arm?
Yes, I couldn't go play in the snow.
Oh, that's right. All right, so now we're doing our purple bunnies. And typically I'll just use 4 ribbons, but I really want to end with this one. And I don't want 2 bunnies on top of each other. So we're probably going to use 5. So these are 6-inch loops. These are going to be 5-inch loops. So let's do 4 of them at 5 inches. And then the next one, we'll just do 2 at 5 inches, and then we'll do our top 2 little loops. And we're going to go ahead and move everything around as we go. That sign does have purple in it. Yeah, it does. I just love the bunnies so much.
I know, they're so cute.
Bailey's been quiet.
I forgot what day it was, so I parked beside you.
Sorry
about that.
It's okay. I'm sure she didn't have enough forethought to park behind me and pull up. We'll have to go out there in the freezing cold and move the car.
Do the car shuffle.
Yes. All right, so we've got 4 loops at 5 inches. And then let's add just a little bit of this other yellow that we did not use on anything else. No, I don't want to use that. Let's use... See, sometimes when I'm making bows, I got to talk it out.
You got more hearts.
Thank you.
People sending you all sorts of love.
Thank you. So this is what we've got so far.
I did bring that ribbon to you, didn't I?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it.
So these are going to be our last 2. Even though I don't want to use the pink close to the pink, I think that's what we're going to have to do. Nope, we're going to use this one. We did not use this one on the wreath, but sometimes I just like to add just a little bit of something else. Yes, I do too. So when I'm making these, I just drag in everything I think I might use. So there'll be all kinds of stuff in here while we're going. So we're going to just do 2 loops at 5 inches of this one, just to give it a little bit of a break in between the purple bunnies and the pink bunnies. So we're doing 6-inch tails so that the tails are the same as all the rest of them, and then 5-inch loops. And I use my finger just to get to the, because there's measurements on the board, and I just use my finger to get my ribbon to the right measurement line.
I have 2 stacks by the time I'm finished.
Yeah, I got a couple of stacks here. You can't see them behind me over here, but I brought in literally everything I thought I might want to use in this wreath. So there's like totes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 totes full of flowers, a big pile of just picks and stuff over here behind me. It's a mess.
If you look at the totes behind her, they're about as tall as the totes that she brought in.
Oh yeah, it is. Well, because I never know, you never know what you want to use. Or at least I never know what I want to use. Because I'm very visual. I can imagine what I think I want it to look like. But you change your mind. Once you start putting stuff in there, you just don't know. All right, now we're going to put our little bunnies on there. So we used almost all the ribbons that were in the wreath. The only one that we didn't use was the plaid. And then we added the solid pink and the yellow plaid. All right, so we're going to do 6-inch tails. And then we're just going to do 3.5-inch loops on these top 2.
Carolyn's Creation says, hello, everyone.
Hello. Okay.
Carolyn Carolyn's creation by design. Say it, girl. Oh, more hearts. More hearts.
Thank you.
Lots of love, Kim.
All right.
More love.
So then we're just going to cut off our little tail. We're going to put our zip tie on here and get it all fluffed out and on our wreath. And we'll put our sign on. And then we'll start putting some cool stuff in there. Do what?
I just love watching the hearts go.
I love the hearts. That's a juice bow?
That's a juice bow.
I don't know what that means. All right, so we're going to use a zip tie.
Are you saying that Kim's making a juice bow?
I guess. Juicy? Oh, juicy. Yeah, it's juicy. It's going to be a big mama.
Oh, yes, definitely.
I love making bows, so I tend to make them big when I'm putting them on wreaths. Big and fluffy. Juicy, that's a good word. I'm going to start calling them juicy instead of big and fluffy. All right, so I put my zip tie on there, and then I'm going to thread my pipe cleaner through there, and then I'm going to pull my zip tie tight enough that nothing's going to fall out, but not so tight that I can't move stuff around. I will grab it by the middle where the zip tie is, and I'm just going to start fluffing. I have a fluff box, and I use it sometimes, but a lot of times it's just easier to grab it and manhandle it.
Glory BTG says that's nice.
Thank you.
Wreath by Rosie. She's laughing faces.
Is she laughing at me because I said I manhandle it?
Either
Probably.
Or juicy bow.
Either. And I'm still just holding it by here by the middle.
Lots of hearts.
Thank you.
Getting all sorts of loves, Kim.
Yay. And I'm just moving everything around and fluffing it up.
Hi, here in North Carolina, Carolyn's creation by design. I'm here in North Carolina, she says.
Awesome.
Way to go. Ginger Ace and a Rose. Oh, how sweet.
Thank you. Okay, so once I get everything, all the loops where I want them to be, I'm going to tighten down the zip tie and clip it off.
Cotton gifter. Times 15. Wow.
So I use my...
what's going on, but it's saying Ginger A, Center Rose times 6. Wow.
Thank you. So I'm just going to use my zip tie gun. And I'm just going to brace it on the back and get it kind of tight. And then I'm going to grab my 2 loops here on the front and kind of pull them down while I'm tightening it up so that it doesn't pull everything forward as it's tightening. And I'm going to clip off my zip tie. And we're just going to fluff up the loops.
It says congrats. Ginger A lit up a donut and created with Kim's gift gallery.
Thank you. I don't know what that means, but thank you. I'll have to Google it in a little bit.
We'll figure it
out. Okay, so now we've got it all fluffed out. And we got our big juicy bow.
Love it.
I do too. So we will put the sign and the bow on there. Okay, so let's see. We will put it. Oh, this is gonna be so cute. Okay. Typically, when I remake this wreath, I will leave the ribbon out of 2 of these ties because once we get our bow on here, you don't see that the ribbon that's underneath. But since this is the first time I'm making it, we'll have the ribbons underneath. But when you remake stuff like that, you know you're putting a bow right there. There's no reason to waste those other 4 ribbons.
Lori BTG says, love it.
Thank you. Okay, and typically on signs like this, instead of just cutting this off and having 2 holes, I'll cut it and tie the rope into a knot where it looks like it's supposed to be like that. So we'll just cut it and we'll tie it in a knot. That way it looks like it's supposed to be like that versus having just two holes at the top of your sign.
You're getting lots of love, Kim.
Thank you,
All
guys.
these little hearts streaming up.
I very much appreciate it. I really do appreciate it a lot because this is not in my comfort zone at all. And then I'll just take a lighter and I'll just kind of singe the end of the rope.
I would burn down the house.
Not on the rope. It doesn't catch on fire like the wreaths do. And I'll singe any fraying of the mesh with that same lighter, and you have to be careful and just do it like this while you do it because I have set them on fire.
Our soccer lonely says you're awesome.
Thank you.
Let's see. Lisa Walker says, hello, watching from Buffalo, New York.
Oh, awesome. I bet it is. Is it cold in New York?
I mean, Buffalo, isn't that north?
I don't know. When we went, it was in New York, or in New York City and Manhattan. All right, so I have these little jewelry hole punchers that I got from Hobby Lobby. And whenever I'm putting these kind of signs on, I want the holes to be as small as possible. So that's why I use this. And then we're going to use this wire to put it on with. So I'm just going to poke the hole in the middle of the sign. And whenever I put them on sideways, I'll put them on with a hole at the top and the bottom. But then I'll also put one on the side. That way when it's sitting on here, I can pull it down. I don't know if that made sense. You'll see whenever I put it on there. But I'll usually do top, bottom, and side. And I will cut this at 12 inches. Thank you. So we will do 12 inches.
Let's see.
If it would never get under 70, I would be happy. I'll even take the 100 and something days if it would just never get under 70. Okay, so we've got our holes poked in there. So we're just going to string our wire through it.
Just got a number 3 gifter badge. Carolyn, Creations by Design. What part of Texas?
Northeast Texas. We're right up in the corner where Texas meets Arkansas.
Amy says, hello from Pennsylvania. Love the snow.
Oh, what part of Pennsylvania? My daughter went to school in Morgantown, and so we would fly into Pittsburgh and drive to Morgantown, West Virginia. They have a big old dinosaur in their airport. I got lost. My GPS got me lost. So for her graduation, I drove from Texas to Morgantown, West Virginia. It's about a 16-hour trip because we had to move all of her stuff out. And I drove all that way, and then she wanted to go to the mall in Pittsburgh. So I got back in the car, and we drove an hour and something to the mall. And I missed my exit coming back. And I guess because we were in the mountains, the GPS kept losing me. And so it kept turning me around, and I'd get going and it wouldn't tell me to get off on the exit until I had already passed the exit because it kept recalculating. I guess because we were in the mountains. That was a very frustrating day. And my back hurt. It was a terrible one. Okay, so we've got our wire on there, and we're just going to put it probably right.
Amy says she's close to Morgantown.
Awesome. That is some very pretty country up there. Okay, so we're going to put it.
It's 10 here in Iowa.
Wow.
Yeah,
oh
it's
God.
been 10 around here in Texas too, but not very often.
God, thank God. So I'm just going to put my wires down in between. I try to put my sign on in the same spots that the ribbons are because you can find the wreath frame so much easier by just going down in between where your original pipe cleaner is. And also, if you remake wreaths, if you make multiples like I do, it makes it easier to keep the count on everything to know exactly where your sign goes instead of trying to eyeball it. So let's do that one. I want to do it here.
Here's that person again.
Here. What person?
Okay. I guess maybe they're advertising Sing a Song.
Please play the song up above. I mean,
maybe it's just advertising.
Maybe, because, like, we're not DJs. I'm in here making wreaths. So we're gonna put it.
Well, look it up though.
I mean, I won't, but.
Rosie Posey, Wreaths by Rosie says you can block them. We'll figure that out one day.
Yeah. I'll just ignore them. I mean, they can keep commenting on there if they want to. It ups my engagement, I guess. We had it's one of the very first lives I did, and some crazy people.
Oh gosh, that was weird.
I don't even know. We didn't even know what we were clicking on. Really, kept asking to be a part of the live, and I guess we thought maybe they were, I don't know what we thought. So we just clicked OK by mistake, and they were speaking all kinds of crazy. I don't even know what language they were speaking.
Yeah, it wasn't English.
It was wild. We had to end the live and start over again. There we go.
You get all sorts of hearts here.
Thank you. Move this down just a little bit.
I wish I knew how to send those hearts.
I think they're just tapping the screen because I've done that for Brian before. I think you just tap the screen.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What'd you do?
Oh, it says Linda Pruitt, just like the live.
Oh. Do you think you messed something up?
I did. I thought I hurt something.
That's funny. Well, you can't hurt it from your phone.
Well, I guess so.
The sign is not cooperating if you guys can't tell. There we go. I much prefer putting signs on with pipe cleaners because it's easier on your fingers.
Yeah, I hate it. With the wire.
Yes.
Of course, and I'm blind anyway, so on the workshops and wreath classes and stuff, it's dark and I can't see.
See, I don't typically look. I just feel around, but that's probably how I end up poking myself with the wire every time.
But see, I got to look to make sure it goes between the little prong thing or the rung or whatever you call it.
Oh, see, I feel it. Because I'll stick my finger in there and I feel there's the first one, there's the second one, and then I'll grab for the wire. All right. So I'll usually put my sign on pretty loose. And then I'll come back through and I'll fluff everything out from around it. Because there's no sense in putting all this pretty stuff on there. You're just going to have it all down underneath the sign.
More hearts.
Thank you. And then once we get it fluffed out, we'll attach our bow.
More hearts.
And then we will start gluing stuff in. This is not cooperating. I really don't like using 10 signs at all because of having to use the wire, but this was just too cute. I had to suffer through it.
I know, it's such a cute.
I see so many of them that are cute, and then when I see that there are 10 signs, I'm like, nope. But this one sucked me in. All right, so I'm just fluffing everything out.
Keep We're just liking the devil out of it.
Thank you.
Live together.
Live together?
Yeah, it says at the top of my screen here, live together with a big heart. So I don't know what that means.
Oh.
Diamond League D3 Top 100. Not sure what that means. It says daily ranking. It's got a fire. A little orange heart says popular live. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, I would think so. I don't know what it means exactly, but I would think so. Okay, so now that we've got everything fluffed out around it, I will tighten my sign down just a little bit.
Looks good.
And then we'll put the bow on. Because you want to tighten it down just enough.
Patricia Spellman said hi. Hi, Patricia.
Hi, Patricia. You want to tighten it down just enough to where, there we go, to where it's not going to move anywhere, but not so much that it's smashing everything. You just want to make sure it's not going to move. One more, and then we'll put our bow on.
And then the embellishments.
Then we get to glue in the pretty stuff. Oh, I hate wires so much. There we go. It'll be worth it when it's done. So worth it. I'm going to go ahead and tuck those in so they stop stabbing me. Come back and clip them off in a minute. I'm tucking the wires in on the back so that they stop stabbing me. All right, so this is what we got so far, and then we're just going to put the bow right here.
Sabrina Brown says gorgeous.
Thank you. Okay, I think I know what I want, but we can put the bow up here or right here. I like it right here. I think we're going to do it right there.
I like it like that.
The last one I had it on? I think so too. Kind of beside it. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put it over the, in between where the mesh and the ribbons are twisted on because it makes it easy to find the frame. To go in between where you've got your original pipe cleaner. And you want to put your bow on. You don't want to pull it too tight because you don't want to smash it down into the wreath. You want it to stand up. Just kind of fluff it all around. This is very pastel.
Yes, it is. It's Eastery.
It is Eastery. And that's what we've got so far. They're so cute. Okay, so we're going to hang it up. Here. There we go. Now we're going to glue all of our goodies in. Cute so far. I'm going to try to get it closer for you guys. But if I get it too close to my table, I will trip over it. Which I may. I'll probably end up tripping over it anyways, but Oh, thank you. Once I get them hung up, I just kind of go around and fluff everything up. Okay. Very pastel. What do you guys think so far? I think that it is just adorable. So I brought everything. We've got some pink eucalyptus, some little pink balls. Yeah, make it pop.
I know there's something about that bird.
The fern. Got some pink honey locust. Yeah, it's so pretty. I ordered these fern picks in pink and in green, but they haven't come in yet. So we've got blue, maybe. And then we have got, oh, I did have some of those. I did some crazy.
Those are better than the ones you got, though.
Flatter. Yep, they are.
They sure do.
A little better. Then we have got eggs. Oh, I love these. Those would be cute in there. We got these little egg picks. We've got these things. I'm obsessed with these little seed picks. And I've got some. I don't think these are going to match now that I've got them in here. Nah, maybe. Which we're not going to use all this stuff. I just lay it all out so in case I want to use it. Okay. Oh, and then we've got these blue ficus. You just never know what we're going to put in this thing. And then I've got all kinds of pink and blue flowers over here. Is there any flowers on that? Not really. So let's figure out where we're going to put. Do you have the little bunny over there? I was waving him around a minute ago.
He fell on the floor.
Oh no, poor little bunny. So I think it's fine where he's going to live first. I think he might be cute with some of that fern behind him. Maybe. I think that he will be very cute. Like he's hopping out of the bow. Let's see. He is just so stinking cute. Jasper. I think we want him right there on the top. He's so cute. I just love him. Yep, I like him better there. Let's see how these look. Ficus. Let me scan that out.
But, I mean, these are hard to steam. They don't take well to the steaming.
Oh, it's because of the glitter.
But
do I want glitter behind the bunny? Or do I want ficus behind? We want glitter behind the bunny. I have too many phones sitting right here by me. What, Jasper? All right. Oh, he wants in the chair. Hold on, sweet boy. Come here. Come on this side. Come over here. Come here where I can reach you. Does anybody else have cats that want stuff and then they don't cooperate? Come here. If you want in the chair, you got to come where I can't reach you. Come here. Oh my gosh. Okay. He wants to sit in my chair, but then he doesn't cooperate for you to try to get him up there. I'm talking about you. He's crazy. I don't like the big ones.
You like them shorter?
I do.
I do too.
I think it's too much when they're big like that. So I'll just start placing the stuff in there without gluing anything to make sure that I like it first. I really want to use these. I haven't used these yet on anything. And now he's just as content as he can be because he's in my chair. Let's see. These are smushed flat. See if those will steam.
Okay.
I don't know if they will or not. They just got stuff everywhere. And then once I get stuff everywhere, I lose my scissors.
Yeah, they do okay too.
Do they? Does it fluff them out? All right, so usually when I have these, I'll just crinkle up the...
You want them out like that?
And I kind of want them like a circle, like what eucalyptus looks like rounded. Am I making any sense?
Like that?
Yeah. All right, so I definitely don't want this whole pick. Let me tell you that right now. There we go. I tear everything apart whenever I'm making wreaths.
What do we call it?
Linda calls it deconstructing to reconstruct. All right, so I'll just crinkle up all the little picks of it to give it some texture. Let's put that behind the bunny and see what happens. I don't like that.
I think these are intended to be like cupped.
Are they supposed to be flat? I think they're supposed to be cupped.
Yeah, I think they're supposed to be cupped, not flat. Because see what I put it.
Yeah, that's what I want them to look like.
This?
Yeah, like, well, you know what eucalyptus looks like.
What
like
I had
this
to
right
do
here.
Is basically turn them inside out.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said I think they're meant to be cupped.
See, I don't like that either. I want glittery and glitzy. So we're not going to use those. I think that blends in too much. We're doing process of elimination. Oh, let's do eggs. I've got these, but I think these are too bright. Well, maybe not. Well, so far we haven't done anything crazy. Oh, you're talking about...
Yes, I'm doing it right now.
Well, I have 144 of those picks, so I gotta do something with them. Whether it's this or something else.
I can see how popular this is going to be right now. This is time consuming.
Let's get some eggs in here.
Time consuming equals popularity.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
Hence the Mardi Gras.
Right. Well, and the Easter one too. Alright, so we're just putting some eggs in there. I'm not going to put the orange in there, I don't think. I'm just going to use all the other colors. And I'm just kind of placing it in there. And if I like it when we get done, I will glue it. And typically I try to go under. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, that's way better.
So I'm going to take part of that right there. Doing the other one.
Sorry. Alright, so we got our eggs in there. I think I want eggs right there, but we shall see. I always save my pipe cleaners that I flip out of the wreath so that they're the same color as what I'm using. And I will use those to put picks together. Oh, yeah. That is stinking cute. The pink and the blue.
Oh, yeah. Behind the bunny.
Mm-hmm.
How many of these do you have?
144. Linda's gonna be so mad at me. I mean, I'm apologizing in advance. Let's swap this one and this one in there. So because I put some of these up there, I want them down here, and so I moved my blue one because I don't want the blue egg on top of the blue leaves. And because I'm not gluing, sometimes these bottom ones don't want to stay in there. Right now, all we're doing is placing stuff in here, deciding if that's where we want it to live. I feel like, and because I'm standing so close to it, I always get away from it and then look. Ooh, I wonder if I have some white cedar in here. It's going to be in the Christmas. Sweet boy, you are right in the way. I'm just going to move you, okay? Yeah, it's going to be in either Christmas or... So see, whoever was asking about the scrap totes earlier, this is whenever we're going into our stuff and getting... And I'm hoping I have some in here because I really want it for that in between. Yep, I see it. So inside the totes, I've got everything in these big Ziploc bags, and it's color coded. So all my white stuff,
and they are wonderful little useful items.
That is Christmas. So I want some white cedar.
Do I need to?
Just to break it up. Yes, just to break up the pink. So then we're going to want to do it on the bottom.
Oh, I didn't see you put the bottom there, the Easter eggs.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I missed that. Oh, they're all the way around it, too.
Where was I? I don't know. You were here. Linda's crazy, you guys.
What happened was...
There we go. I love it. Okay, so we've got our Easter eggs in there, and then we've got just our little bunny in this. And so we want to... I don't know. Do we want to keep it simple? I kind of want to keep it... I don't know. I kind of want to put a bunch of stuff in it, but I also kind of want to keep it simple. Very pretty. Thank you. Let's put some little eggs in the bowl, in the bow. I have such a mess going right here. I know I want to use pink, yellow, blue, purple,
Those are cute.
The little eggs.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know you had those.
I have everything. At least it seems like that.
Oh, you pretty much do have everything. Oh, that's cute. Yeah.
And I'll clip that one down before I glue it. And this one.
Yeah. April's Designs. She says, "Hey, happy to see you again. See you live again."
Oh, thank you. Happy to see you again. I don't know. We just kind of got a wild hair and just did it. You just don't ever know what's going to happen around here.
Nope, I show up on the weekends and we just do.
Yeah, we fly by the seat of our pants all the time. Let's see. Don't want to use that. Oh, and those bunnies, I also got them in brown too. They're so cute. All right, I think I want just some regular flowers, maybe. Maybe I just don't want any more glitter in there. Let's see. Pink. Don't want white. Green, maybe? I don't think I want any green in there, but we're going to hold it up just to see. Because maybe we do. It's hard for me to tell. Maybe.
Hold it up.
Maybe. Oh, wait. I think I know what I want to use if we're going to use anything green. No, I have some green that's got white on the tips. I just saw it. I brought all these totes in before we started so that I wouldn't have to keep running outside to get flowers. These. And I have pink and purple. Oh, heck, there was blue bonnets in here already. Remember, we had to run to storage and get blue bonnets. All right, so we got that and that. No green. And we've got these, which I love those. And I think I have those in purple too. Oh, and I have those blue things in yellow. You guys excuse me because my creative juices start going and then I forget that I'm recording. Those are really big. I'm going to save those, I think, for centerpieces now that I look at them more. Oh, but the purple ones are in here. Yep. Got purple.
Yeah, we can see your pajama bottoms.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I try not to always be in my pajamas, but I am.
Amanda said, "It's beautiful just like it is." Oh, Glenda, just wait.
No, we may not end up putting... Is it? Linda wants me to stop because she's going to be the one to get all the embellishments ready for it. She's like, please stop putting stuff in there. Okay. So we're not using that. We're not using that. Sorry, you guys. It all has to be sectioned off, or else my brain doesn't work right. It's so funny how different Linda and I are, because she can just have stuff everywhere, and it doesn't bother her one bit. And it will send me into a mad craze.
I'm surprised nobody's asked you about your glue gun holder yet. But they haven't seen it.
Oh, so when we did our live yesterday, I had this in frame, my glue gun holder, and everybody was asking where I got it.
She made it.
I made it. See, my stomach's growling. Doing lives makes me hungry. For some reason. I don't know why. But it does. And if you guys are wondering, I have all of my supplies in an app. So every time I get one out, you see me scanning it out. I don't know why this makes me think of carrots.
Oh, carrots.
This does. Makes me think of carrots.
Yes.
I don't know. I kind of like the green. No?
Yep.
Oh, no. I don't like that.
I guess no.
It's funny when you're up close to it and you're doing stuff. It looks way different than when you step back. So when you're doing these, put it in there. Try it. If you don't like it, step back and look at it. Yellow blends in too much. Purple. Maybe. Pink. Yes. So I love these. I got these at Michael's last year. I don't know if they have them again this year. I'm obsessed with these. We used them in a centerpiece was it a centerpiece or a wreath?
I think it was a centerpiece.
I don't remember now.
I think it was a centerpiece we used them in.
I used them in a lot of stuff. I love these. I think I have them in another color too, but I can't remember. Oh, you know what?
Oh, joy. We're going to tie some stuff together. We're going to deconstruct and reconstruct again.
Can you guys hear her? I think she's having nightmares right now.
There's, yeah.
Yeah, that you're having nightmares?
Yes. Let's see. Yolanda says, yes, those are perfect.
The pink ones? I love the pink ones. I think we're going to put them with blue, though. See, this is why I don't ever design them while I'm on live, because I feel like nobody wants to sit here and watch the guessing game.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
And this is why I keep my little stems. I think it's cute. Why I keep my little stems. I like that. I'm sorry, Linda. I'm apologizing in advance. I think that looks really good.
It's pretty.
It looks like if you're looking into a field of wildflowers, because there's a bunch of different ones, and then you got your little weed-looking ones. Makes you think of looking into a field of wildflowers, which is what spring is. I'm sorry. All right, so since we put eggs in every other one, I'm going to put one of these in every other one.
Of course.
I'm very consistent.
And you just build those, you put all three of those things together, you cut every one of them off, and then you put them all three together and twist them all up together.
She's just over there complaining.
And then we're going to have race and wine and do it, and then we got to get it all done and put all the picks together the night before, because they don't like it when they have to do it themselves.
Oh, yeah, we've got those ladies very spoiled. One time we tried to not, like we just put instructions in there instead of having all the pieces together, and I thought they were going to revolt. They were like, what? This is usually all put together for us. We only did that once. We learned our lesson, I guess. They were not happy.
We're talking about her wreath class that she does once a month.
I really like that.
Actually, I do too.
As much as she's complaining, she likes it too. I think it makes it look outside. I don't know why I can't think of words today. It makes me think of outside. That's not the right thing I'm trying to say.
Spring flowers.
My brain stopped working. I think all three of these pieces came from Michael's. No, this came from Joann's. And then the pink and the blue came from Michael's. We don't have a Joann's locally, but I order from them online, and they have some of the prettiest flowers and stuff for spring. Because while I love Hobby Lobby, I always usually prefer Joann's and Michael's flowers. All right, well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Is everybody giving up on me yet? Not all the Joann's are closing, just some of them.
Is the one in Shreveport closed?
I looked on the list, and I've never been to the one in Shreveport, if you can believe it.
Oh, no, I can't.
But I looked on the list, and they weren't on the list. But I could have looked over them. But yeah, it's only some of them that are closing. Oh, yours is? I'm trying to think. I was in a Joann's. Where was I? Oh, I was in Oklahoma. It's the only Joann's I've ever actually been inside of. And it was a really small one, too.
Texas Cowboy. Texas Cowboy, Joanne.
Oh, that's Brian. Hey, Brian.
I sent you a rose.
Thank you. Are you still in Canada? Or are you back in the United States yet?
He has responded.
He will.
Good morning from negative 21 degrees Canada.
Holy cow. Jesus.
April's Designs. Another beautiful wreath, she says.
Thank you. We're almost done with it, I think. And I'm not going to hang this one up and keep looking at it.
Well, he says good night, not morning.
Yeah, he goes to bed early because he's a truck driver. Look at it. I'm going to step away and look at it.
I think it's wreaths. Wreath me is what that person was. April Designs, thanks. Texas Cowboy. Call me tomorrow.
I will. I'll be driving to Shreveport tomorrow. I'll call you while I'm driving. I got a Zoom meeting at one at 10 o'clock and then one at 1 o'clock.
Wreath me says thank you.
You're welcome.
Cowboy says KGN. KGN. K space.
Good night.
Good night. Okay.
Good night. Me and Brian have been friends since I was 16 years old. And to put it in context, I just turned 50. We are almost done.
I'm gonna try this.
You were not successful.
Oh, it's all darn. I'm thirsty. I want some water.
Linda tries so hard not to be in the on the camera. Hey man, if I gotta be on here the whole time, you gotta be on here some of the time. And I typically build all of my picks. It'd probably be faster and easier if I didn't, but I don't think you should settle just for what you get. Make it how you want it to be. It's my philosophy. I think I only needed one more piece.
7:24.
Is that what time it is? Oh, I need to get a ball. I gotta still pull and pack ribbon for tomorrow. And it's doing nothing but getting colder and colder out there.
I know.
Which I do have a new heater for out there, so maybe I won't freeze to death.
It's getting past my bedtime.
I know.
I'm going to turn into a pumpkin.
Okay, so just a little bit in the bow and I think we're finished. I always like to put stuff in the bow too, because that way it kind of pulls it into the rest of the wreath and it doesn't look like you just have a random bow sitting on the top.
Well, you got the eggs in there.
Yeah. I forgot about the eggs. Those are super cute in there. I just love Easter so much. The colors and the designs and stuff. The pinks and the pastels and maybe because I'm tired of being cold and it makes me think that it's going to be warm soon.
Well, hey, the days are getting longer. Yay.
Yay. I hate getting off work and it's dark already.
I just hate it getting dark early, period.
It makes it seem like the day is already over.
I know, you wake up and it's over.
Coming back and gluing all this in is going to be a not fun.
I'll see how you keep up.
What?
You don't miss something.
When I'm gluing, because I do it, you have to know, I do it like that.
Of course you do.
There's a pattern. There's a pattern to my madness. Oh, I just love those pink things. But of course, we need more of them. I'll try to get better at this part, you guys, whenever I'm designing something new, to have everything to where you don't have to just keep looking at an empty screen. At least I'm not having to run outside to the garage, because that would take a hot minute. Oh, that's not it. But we are almost done. I'm going to stick a couple of those in the bow, and we are going to call it. I just need a couple more pink pieces. Where are my pink ones? I have a bajillion of them. Did I use them all? Well, maybe we won't put the pink in there. Like I said a minute ago, sometimes your design changes depending on what all you have in the house. And it is way too cold to go outside and get more. Oh, wait. I see them. Right when I get ready to give up, they appear. What does it look like from the far? Is it cute?
I think it's cute.
You just want me to stop.
I think it's pretty, Kim.
It was pretty with no embellishments. It was perfect.
It was. Let's see. Our South Carolina lady says beautiful.
Thank you. Don't fall out, little egg. Love it.
Bonus point time. 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 28.76 seconds.
I've been doing it for 1 hour and
I don't know. I'm just reading this little thing here. Comment one time in comment one time. I don't know what it's telling me. Send or lever glass. I understand what I'm looking at. Don't touch it. Now it says live together.
I don't know what that means.
Uh-oh. I think I just did something. No, go away. Okay.
I hope you guys can hear her over there. I hope so bad.
I touched the live together thing, and I wonder if it was like if I was going to pop into your.
Oh, is it? It's not asking me.
No, I knocked it out.
Oh, invite Linda Pruitt to join your live.
No.
Yeah, that's what you were doing. You need to learn a new language real quick so that you can be like those other people.
See, that's what happens when I start poking around on this phone.
All right, you guys. I think, let me look at it from the distance. I think that is super adorable. Oh, I need one more piece right there on the corner, and I think that's it. Where the yellow egg ribbon is. Right here.
Yeah, I can see that.
One more.
There we go. Deconstructing and reconstructing.
Yep. Last time. But this is why I save all my little pipe cleaner clippings off the wreath.
Let's see. Kentucky here. Our wreath has gone from flashy. Our weather has gone from flash flooding yesterday to snow to freezing rain now. Oh, bless your heart.
I hate that for you guys.
Glenda. Glenda's from Kentucky.
Kentucky is so pretty.
Are you going to glue all these in tonight?
Probably. Well, probably not. I'll probably just scoot it back because I got to pull and pack ribbon for orders tomorrow. And I'm old and sleepy too. By the time I get finished. I don't know, maybe. Maybe, probably. I don't know. I can't decide. I just fly by the seat of my pants most of the time, so maybe, maybe not. Okay, so because I have, I'm sorry, I've got blue and pink glitter, we kind of need to balance it out over here with blue and pink glitter.
April's Designs. She says, we had rain that turned to snow yesterday and more tomorrow night and a lot Tuesday.
Oh my gosh. Are you guys prepared for the rain and snow? Because for us here, I mean, it just shuts everything down. That's it.
It shuts Texas down.
We are not prepared.
The schools, they don't even play. You mentioned snow in the forecast, and they're like, okay, school's closed tomorrow.
Yes. And then it doesn't even snow. But they're still closed down. But just at the thought of it.
April's Designs. Unfortunately, yes. LOL.
You guys are prepared? That's what I asked, wasn't it? So nothing, you don't get to have a snow day? That's a bummer. That was one good thing when we got that 20 inches of snow. We got the whole week off from work. Heck, the mail didn't even run.
April's like, I don't like cold snow or cold. Cam, do you go back and glue all your embellishments in so they don't fall out? Yes.
Yes, I do. And typically, if I wasn't doing this on camera, I would have started pulling stuff out and gluing as I decided that I liked it. But I don't want you guys to have to sit here and wait for me to glue it in. So I'm just going to stick it in there and come back in a little bit and glue it in. So that you guys don't have to just sit there and watch me do it. Thank you. It's this right here that's getting me.
Right there, huh?
Mm-hmm. Can you hear Jasper snoring?
No.
My cat is like right. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's right here. And he is just snoring up a storm.
Pam Cam says it's beautiful. Thank you, Miss Pam Cam. She does good jobs.
Thank you. I will be cussing myself at this part when I remake this.
Oh, yeah. She sure will. And I'll be cussing her. Especially if we do it for a recent one.
We will not. We will not do this for a recent one. There we go. It's harder to get it in there sometimes when you're not gluing it because nothing wants to stay. There we go. Nothing wants to stay where you want it to be. That one pink one. There we go.
That's better. Oh.
Did it fall?
It fell.
Well, but that's where I want it, so I think that's going to be good. It just needs to not be sticking out. It needs to be sticking down like this. There we go. All right, you guys, I think we're finished. Now I have a lot of gluing to do. Somebody on Etsy.
You don't say that word.
No, I turned it on to where I can say it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. It was something about self-promotion or something. All right, you guys, I think we're finished. What do you think? I love it so much. Let me look at it from back here. Yes. And the little bunny, he's so stinking cute. I love him so much. It's dangerous when I start going to the back, looking at it from afar.
You know, it was pretty without all of it, but it's pretty.
With it.
April's Design says, love it.
Thank you. Yep, I love it. I love the bunny. I love all of it. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I hope I inspired you to make something if you're a wreath maker, or to go to my Etsy shop if you're wanting to buy a wreath for Easter. And I will see you guys next live I do.